online in Zoom. So you are welcome to, yeah, okay, please let me know over chat whether you are able to hear me clearly. Okay. So you are welcome to this series of seminars on alternate therapies. So I thank the organizers and the various devotees who are helping us and supporting us in this. So the objective of this series of seminars is to create awareness about various alternate therapies, home remedies, Ayurveda, homeopathy, and so many other alternate therapies that are available for taking care of our health problems. Because health is one thing that can become a serious concern, and it can become a source of anxiety for many people, especially when we get some serious problem. So here the objective of this session is to just give people confidence that many of these problems can be handled by alternate remedies at home without getting into complicated treatments and complex situations. So the objective is to build confidence. So you are feel free to ask questions when you have any doubts. So first of all, we will start with our body's self-healing mechanism and why we get diseases. So we will try to understand the root cause of our disease. Okay, is everybody able to hear me in Zoom? Is my audio clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so now you see this, is everybody is also able to see the slides? The PPT that I'm showing, is everybody? Yes.
It is loading, it's loading.
Okay. Okay, I think now it would have loaded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, just give us 1 minute. We are just doing this screen sharing. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay, so is this slide visible to you now? This PowerPoint?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll start now. Okay, so we are exploring these various alternate therapies. So before that, we will try to understand our own body's self-healing mechanism and also the reason why we get various diseases. First, we will understand the cause before getting to the solution. Okay, now our body has a capability to heal itself. So one example, that when we fall down generally, you get some injury, there will be some blood, but after 3-4 days, if you see that injury gets healed automatically. Or now I'm just showing in this slide, you will just see this how the wound gets healed. Similarly, when we have a fracture and then we put that plaster, after that, the next 3 weeks or so, the bone will automatically heal the fracture. So our body has got capability to heal itself automatically. Now the question may be that if the body can heal itself automatically, why we get so many diseases like we get cancer, we get heart problems, we get arthritis and so many other problems. And then these problems they continue for so many years. So why the body is not able to heal itself automatically? So the reason for this is because we are unknowingly making some mistakes in our day-to-day lifestyle and food habits, due to which the body is not able to heal itself properly. So I'll give an example. Let us say now I'm using this mobile and laptop. The manufacturer of the mobile or laptop, he has given a manual how we use the device. Now if I don't follow the instructions in the manual and I operate the mobile or laptop the way I want, then my device will get spoiled. So similarly, Krishna has given us this material body, he has created this. So he has given us instructions in the form of Ayurvedic manuals, how to take care of Vedic scriptures. He has given us instructions and guidelines, how to take care of our body. Now if we don't follow those things, those guidelines, then naturally we fall sick. So here we will explore various of those lifestyle habits and food habits, how we should follow them in such a way that we minimize our chances of falling sick at least. Okay, so we are having so many chronic diseases. So now I will come to the root cause of all the diseases. Okay, so according to Ayurveda, the root cause of all diseases is improper digestion. So when we eat food, some part of it will be absorbed by the body, and some part of it which is not digested, it will be thrown out in the form of urine and stool. But sometimes it may so happen that the body has not digested the food properly. It is half digested. So that food, it will stick around here and there in different parts of the body, and it will circulate through the circulatory system, and then it will get stuck in different parts of the body and will create diseases. Okay, so I'll give a simple example. Now let us say that undigested food, it gets converted into toxins. Those toxins will spread all over and get stuck in different parts of the body. For example, let us say if it gets stuck in the kidney, it will form kidney stone. Or if it gets stuck in the heart, it will form heart blocks. Or if the toxins are getting stuck in the liver, it will get fatty liver or liver cirrhosis or so many liver diseases. Similarly, if the same toxins are getting stuck in our lungs, you get respiratory disorders like asthma or COPD or bronchitis or so many things. Similarly, if it gets stuck in the knee, then you will get osteoporosis or osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, different types of arthritis. Now, if the toxins try to come out through the skin, you get skin diseases like psoriasis, for example, what you are seeing in the screen. Now we are seeing that the diseases appear to be different, but the root cause is still the same. That is improper digestion. So it is like we are trying to clean our house, so we scrub it properly. So if we don't clean, so dirt will be stuck here and there, and after that it becomes difficult to wipe off the dirt if there is some deep stain somewhere in some wall or in the floor or something. So now we will try to see how we can maintain good digestion so that we at least drastically reduce our chances of falling sick. So first thing, we should stop eating late night dinner. So late night means let's say 9 o'clock in the night if we take dinner. Then the body is, the digestion in the night generally becomes very weak. Generally the sun is responsible for stimulating our digestion. So in the night there is no sun, so the digestion is very weak. So if we eat heavy dinner in the night, then the whole night the body is busy trying to digest. It will not be able to digest properly. And that too, in the night, the body will do the healing process. So let us say we are working 5 days in a week in office or 6 days in a week. Then on Saturday or Sunday, we take leave. Then when we take holiday on Saturday, Sunday, we use that free time to clean up our house and do all our personal work. So similarly, the body in the night, during the daytime, it is the digestive system, the body is busy in digestion. So during the night, the body will get some rest. So at that time, it will do all the cleaning up activity, removing all the unwanted things and collecting it and then throwing it. And in the morning, it will throw those unwanted things through urine or stool. Now, if we eat heavy dinner in the night, what will happen is the body is busy in digestion, so it is not able to do the cleaning up in the night, purifying the body and cleaning up and repairing everything. It is not able to do that. So it is still busy in digestion, so that self-healing and that repairing doesn't happen properly. So if we do this regularly, we eat late night dinner, over a period of time, we start developing various diseases. So this is, yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, so is it clear? If you have any doubts, you are free to ask me, no problem. Okay, so there was actually one case where one boy, he was having a very weak immunity. So his mother was telling me, one 25-year-old boy, his mother was telling me that wherever we go, whenever there is any epidemic somewhere in their village, whether it is chikungunya or dengue or typhoid or malaria, he will catch it first and he will be the first person to fall sick. So every time he used to keep falling sick, every 2-3 months he used to get some disease or the other. So his mother was telling me like, he's like this. Then I was asking him a few questions. Then he said he eats first of all he eats late night, 9:30 at 10 o'clock. And then till 2 o'clock in the night he is checking WhatsApp messages and he is busy with his mobile. Then at 3 o'clock in the morning he goes to sleep and then late in the morning he is waking up. So I told him, you go to bed early first and take your dinner early, go to bed early and you wake up early and then you drink plenty of water and then you stop taking all this spicy food. He was taking a lot of spicy food also, so I told him to stop that and drink a lot of buttermilk. Because buttermilk generally is very good at cleaning up the digestive system completely. So I told him these things. Then after that, he stopped falling sick. So simple things. So instead of falling sick every time and taking antibiotics, going to hospital, getting admitted with all that, this simple thing, and then his immunity improved. See, these days everybody is talking about immunity, especially during COVID time. So many people were panicking. Everybody was saying, what we should take for immunity and all. If you maintain the digestive system in a clean way, if you clear up the digestive system properly, then we will drastically reduce our chances of falling sick, or we may not fall sick also. So it is like in our house, if we allow the garbage to collect, then all the, let's say we eat some half-eaten, say fruit skin or all these things after peeling, we throw it here and there. So 2-3 days it will start decaying and it will attract all the bacteria, bad smell will start coming, and then we will start getting diseases. Yes, Vamshi Mohan Prabhu, you have a question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Yes, Prabhu.
So, Prabhuji, I have one question regarding eating late at night.
Mm-hmm.
So, whenever I take food early, I am not able to sleep properly, Prabhu.
Mm-hmm.
That I have one problem. I have migraine.
Uh-huh.
So, because of the migraine, so I can't stay longer for being hungry. I mean, if I take food around 6-7 o'clock, so at midnight I wake up and I will be having a headache.
Okay. Actually, yeah, this is a very good question. See, it is late, when you are eating late, it is just you have to make sure that you don't eat something heavy, that's all. It is not that we should not eat anything. It is just like the full dinner, that is rice, chapati, sabji and all, that you have early. And then in the night before going to sleep, you can drink milk. Milk is generally safe to take in the night. Milk with, turmeric powder or something. And put ghee also in it. You drink milk with ghee, so that is one option. Otherwise, you can take some vegetable soup, hot vegetable soup with ghee, something very, very light which is easy to digest. So that is a solution. So it is not that you should eat nothing, you eat something light, that's all.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Milk is very good. If milk is not sufficient, then you can take soup or something like that. Yes. So this boy, I was telling in that village, just by changing his food habits a little bit, he was able to, he improved his immunity. So let's say now in our house, we are cleaning up. We are, let's say, peeling some fruits, vegetables. We throw those things here and there. Suppose in the waste basket, we don't clear the dustbin. Then the organic material will start rotting. Germs will start attracting, they will multiply, and then it will become unclean, we will start getting diseases. So the same thing happens inside our body. So if the food is not properly digested, it will stay there, it will start rotting, it will start getting spoiled, and then it will go here and there, it will attract all the germs, and then we will fall sick, our immunity comes down. So generally we are thinking that bacteria, viruses, they are only causing the disease. But actually, because our digestion is not proper and we are having toxins inside, we are creating a favorable environment for the bacteria to come and multiply. That is why we are falling. So of course the bacteria is causing the disease, but we are giving the bacteria favorable environment. We are inviting the bacteria by improper food habit, because we are having so many toxins in our digestive system. So it is like, suppose when I am going outside the house, I keep the door open. I am creating a favorable environment for the thief to come and steal. So like that, if our digestive system is weak, if there are a lot of toxins inside, we are creating favorable environment for the bacteria to multiply. So then I told that boy to take a lot of buttermilk and then change his habits, let him go to bed early and take food early, all that. Then his diseases stopped after that. So next thing, drink sufficient water or eat more water-rich food. So these days, a lot of food that we eat, it is dehydrated. Like the water content is very low. Like for example, samosa, kachori, pizza, bread, burger. The water content is very low. So now, whenever when you want to think about maintaining your health, it is very similar to cleaning up the house. We are cleaning our body internally, just like externally we are taking bath. Internally, with the help by our food habits and by our lifestyle, we are cleaning the body. So for cleaning the house, what is the first thing you need? Water. Of course, sweeping you can do without water, but after that, for mopping, you need water. So similarly, our body also needs water for cleaning. We have to drink plenty of water. Now in biology, we might have studied in school, 60 to 70% of our body is made up of water. But in our food, we have to make sure that 60 to 70% is water. Or otherwise, drink water separately, extra water. So these days, many of the things we are eating, samosa, kachori, or bread, biscuit, cake, that are having very less water. Of course, that doesn't mean that we should not eat all these things. But if we eat all this, we have to make sure that we are drinking extra water to compensate for that. Because what these dry items they will do, they will go into the digestive system, they will pull water from different parts of the body, because digestion itself requires water. So they will extract, like a sponge, they will pull water from different parts of the body and start digesting. So the body will become dehydrated. Now if you allow it like this for a long time, the toxins will get deposited here and there, and there is not enough water, so body is not able to clean it up properly. So over a period of time, we will develop various diseases. So drink enough water or take water-rich food, like fruits, for example. Now, just like when you are cleaning the floor, you use scrubber. No? So like that, Krishna has given scrubber in the form of fruits. So fruits, they will scrub the digestive system nicely, and all unwanted things, they will throw it out in the form of stool. So very natural. And even vegetables also, there are many vegetables which contain a lot of water, like cucumber or carrot, beetroot. We make juice from these things. So even in the meals also, make sure you are trying to include more vegetables. This is one way. Or otherwise, if for some reason, if you are eating somewhere during yatra, you are not getting proper time, drink extra water, that's all, to compensate for that. So that way the water will keep cleaning up the system, and your immunity will be properly maintained, and mind will also be fresh. So the mind also, sometimes there are too many toxins in the brain, you cannot think clearly, you cannot focus on your japa. Sometimes when you are not able to focus on your japa or something, that is also because there are too many toxins in the brain. So when you drink a lot of water, the toxins will get flushed out even from the brain also. Then your mind becomes fresh. Then you can do better japa also, and all other activities, even mentally you can focus better. And also physically you will not fall sick so easily. So water is a very good cleaning agent. So in Bhagavad Gita, if you remember in 17th chapter, foods that are juicy, fatty, wholesome are in the mode of goodness. So juicy means more water. And foods that are excessively dry is mode of passion. Bhagavad Gita, it also says that actually. So that is what we are trying. So too much of dry food, if you are taking like that, you have to balance it with the help of some water or some water-rich food. So sabji also, one dry sabji, one gravy sabji, then it will get balanced. Okay, so more water-rich food. Then avoid water-poor foods, like all this junk food. Minimize food that has got less water. Then avoid eating in between meals. Okay, see, now let us say you are using washing machine. it will take 2 hours to wash the clothes. So say you put the clothes fully, 2 hours it will take. Now in between, in the middle, in 1 hour, you open the washing machine and again put some more clothes. Then what will happen? The washing machine is confused now. Some of the clothes are half washed and some of the clothes are not at all washed because you put new clothes inside. So then nothing will be washed properly. So now here also digestive system, when you eat one full meal, rice, chapati, sabji and all, it will take few hours, 5 hours to digest. But in the middle, in 2 hours again you put something heavy. Then the digestive system is confused. Some food is half digested, some food is not digested, so it is confused. So again, it will not be able to digest properly. Again, some toxins will get created. Again. So now it's, like some people, like one prabhu was asking just now, that they have migraine or they have diabetes. They cannot wait for 5 hours before eating the next meal. You have to keep eating something. So what to do? Take something light. So you can take fruits, for example, or you can take some salads or vegetable soup, or you can take this murmur, like in Belpuri they use that puffed rice, like that you can take, or boiled sweet potato. These things are light. So little snack, fruit snack or some vegetable snack or some very light snack, then no problem. But if you eat like full something heavy, again after 2 hours you eat something heavy, then it becomes a problem. Or if you eat some heavy item like oily item like some samosa or some puri, or again after 2-3 hours, then it becomes. So keep eating. If you have to eat for some reason, like either due to migraine or due to diabetes, if you have to keep eating every 2-3 hours, like some doctors are telling, then you keep eating something like. In fact, yes, sugarcane juice also you can take. Yeah. A fruit juice also you can take in between. Very good. Fruit juice will also clean up. Warm lemon water is also very good. First thing in the morning you take warm lemon water. Whatever, suppose some stools did not come out properly, it will clear it up nicely. Then the rest of the day you will feel fresh after that. Otherwise, if it doesn't come out properly, then mind will also not be very clear. Okay. Then don't drink water immediately after eating meals. So why? Because there is a digestive fire in our stomach. If we drink water immediately after meals, you drink 1 glass of water, then that digestive fire gets extinguished. So the digestion will not happen properly.
In morning, lemon water. So lemon is acidity. So if you are eating empty stomach, maybe it will create acidity.
Burning sensation.
Oh, sorry.
Burning sensation.
Okay. Actually, there are some people are asking that if you are taking lemon in empty stomach, will it not create acidity? No, actually, lemon, when you are eating lemon, when you are first taking lemon, it is acidic. But once it goes inside the stomach, it becomes alkaline. So for most of the people, lemon, even if they eat it, that too, you have to take lemon with warm water, not room temperature water. You take lemon with warm water, generally it will not kill. But in some extreme cases, maybe you have some ulcer or something, some problem is there, then you can take coconut water or just plain warm water, or otherwise white pumpkin juice. That is also very good in cleaning up the system nicely. That is very good for acidity or any other burning that you will have. Otherwise, warm lemon water generally works for most people.
Hot water with honey.
Huh?
Hot water with honey.
No, honey generally, water should not be very hot. Maybe you reduce the temperature a little bit, then it is okay.
Honey and lemon.
Yeah, you put honey and lemon.
Honey and lemon we should not mix.
Yeah, not ideal. Honey and lemon mixing is not so ideal. So, honey, but it depends on the quality of the honey. If it is, because most of the commercial honey that we get, it will have jaggery mixed in it. So that is not so good. If you can get pure forest honey somewhere online, if you are getting some good pure organic honey, then it is a very good purifier. No. Dabur honey, so, not high quality, so. Because any honey that they are manufacturing in a very large scale, it will not be that good. So they will mix jaggery or something to increase the production.
When we are bewildered, we do not distinguish what is religious and what is not religious. At that time, there is need of Guru. That is the Vedic instruction.
Okay. So, don't drink water immediately after eating meal. So after eating meal, you immediately drink water. It will extinguish the digestive fire. Digestion will not happen properly. But what you can do is, you can, if you want to drink water immediately after food, then what is the solution? Drink hot water. So according to Ayurveda, hot water after food is like Amrit, but cold water after food is like poison. So the same water, if it is hot, it is good, if it is cold, it is bad. So after food, you can drink hot water, no problem. But if you want to drink normal room temperature water, you have to wait for 1 or 1.5 hours. So because after 1.5 hours, the food, when it is digesting, it will require a lot of water. It will pull water from different parts of the body for digestion. That time you supply water, it will take that water nice. It will absorb it very nicely.
If somebody telling that while eating food, no, should not take water therapy. After completing the food, only.
Yeah. So while eating food, you should not take, you should not be drinking water along with the food. After food you can take, or otherwise while eating food, let us say you are eating chapati and rice, and after completing chapati you are going to rice, that is next item. So in between that you can take 1 or 2 sips, that is okay, but not more than that.
But hot water we can take after food?
Yeah, after food you can take hot water.
It's like just as a thing, so like this normal water we should not take after 1 hour.
Normal water you should wait for 1 hour at least. Immediately after food you should not take normal water.
But hot water we can eat. If we wanted to avoid, we can avoid, or it's good to
Oh,
eat.
okay. Hot water, it is not mandatory, but it is good if you can drink. That's all. If you drink, it is good, but otherwise, if you don't want to drink, it is okay. Nothing wrong.
We are using mineral water only, no?
Ah.
So it is good.
So mineral water, I mean that RO water or something you are saying. No, it is not very ideal because it will not have some minerals in it. But whatever can't help. Okay. So we were discussing about water.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Prabhuji, during summer, if we drink warm water, body will get more heat or what, Prabhuji?
Yes, the body will get more heat. So if in summer, if it is very hot, then after food you just wait for 1 hour, and after that you can drink the normal water. 1 hour or 1.5 hours. After that you can start drinking normal water. So that is as per your comfort level. So whether you want to drink normal water or warm water, it is okay. But after 1 hour after food, you drink water depending on your comfort level in the temperature, however you feel comfortable. But if you want to drink normal water after food, you wait for at least 1 hour.
Okay, after 1 hour, can we drink water from mud pot, Prabhuji?
Yes.
That will be useful.
Yes, you can do that. It is better to wait for 1.5 hours. I mean, if you are doing a lot of physical activity, then 1 hour is okay. But if you are sitting in one...
When we are bewildered, we do not distinguish what is religious and what...
Then digestion will take a little more time. So just wait for 1.5 hours to be safe and then drink water. Then even mud pot water, no problem. But mud pot water is okay, but don't drink fridge water. Because refrigerator water, it will extinguish the digestive fire, and then it becomes very difficult for the body to revive that fire again. So refrigerator water is not good in any weather actually, even in summer. But from mud pot, no problem. Because that is natural. Refrigerator is artificially cooled, so that is not very healthy.
All the vehicles are putting in refrigerator or using this. Is it good?
No, okay. If the water, if it was in refrigerator, then you have to keep it outside and wait for it to come back to normal temperature. In ideal case, I'm telling. Because otherwise, it is very tempting to come inside and drink fridge water, especially in summer when it is very hot outside. No? So this is one big mistake that people make, that when you are outside in the hot sun and then you come inside, you are very thirsty, you want to drink water, immediately you gulp down a lot of water and switch on the fan. That is a big mistake. It can actually cause, in some extreme cases, it can cause heart attack also. It is very unhealthy. Actually, extreme cases I'm telling, not every time, but at least heart patients should not do it. If you are cardiac heart patient, you should never do that. Actually, nobody should do that. It's not good for anybody, but heart patients should be extra careful. So, when you come inside from the outside hot sun, you are feeling thirsty, sit down, wait for 15-20 minutes, you relax. And then you slowly drink water sip by sip. Then nothing will happen. And switching on the fan also, wait for 15 minutes, not immediately. Now, why?
when we are bewildered, we do not distinguish what is religious and
We don't have sufficient time. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Actually, this is related to Vata problem actually. So, Anag, I'll tell you one case. One devotee from ISKCON South congregation. They both husband and wife. They went to she's having heart problem. So one day she felt some pain in the chest, little discomfort. She was feeling very thirsty. She asked for water. So her husband gave her water. When she drank the water, she got a heart attack. So now what mistake he made was, he should have given warm water, not cold room temperature water. That was the mistake. Now this cold water and heart, what is the connection between heart attack and cold water? That tomorrow you will understand. Vata, Pitta, Kapha, this is actually a Vata problem, which gets aggravated because of cold water. So now this coming inside from outside also, you should not switch on the fan immediately, or you should not drink cold water immediately. This is also because of that same Vata problem. Heart patients should be extra careful. Everybody should avoid, but heart patients should especially avoid this. So
say in the summer you are going for yatra and all, you need to walk and climbing also, so you feel this, so that time you can drink water.
Okay, one Prabhuji is asking that in summer we go out on yatra, we are outside, we are feeling so thirsty, can we drink water? Very good question. See, when you are outside in the sun, you can carry a water bottle with you and then keep drinking, no problem. But from outside, when you are coming inside, then you have to wait for 15-20 minutes. Actually, best thing is to drink water before you go out in the sun. But if that is not possible, then okay, you carry water bottle with you outside. If you see in TV, in sports and all, no, sports people outside in the field, they will be drinking water. But when they go inside the dressing room, they will not drink water immediately. They will wait for 15-20 minutes because their coaches will teach them all these things. So outside, you can keep drinking water, no problem. When you are in the sun, but when there is a temperature change from outside to inside, only then, now you should be careful. Now, why this is the case, that tomorrow I will explain. Vata, Pitta, Kapha, you will be clear. So, so those who are online, is it clear? Or you want me to explain something?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. Okay. So these things, if we are careful, then we can avoid a lot of problems. Okay. So, similarly, don't drink water after meals. Next thing, practice fasting. Now, this fasting is a magical weapon. I mean, magical medicine in Ayurveda. Now, anyway, we are fasting in Ekadasi. Of course, fasting doesn't mean that you should not eat anything. You can eat fruits, no problem. It is just that you should eat something light. Now, fasting means you are giving a break for the digestive system. Now, when we are all working, we take a vacation, no? 1 week, 2 weeks vacation once in a year. So, like that, our digestive system also needs a vacation. It needs a break. So, when you are fasting, you are eating light things like fruits, salads, or something very light, or drinking water. You are avoiding grains generally during Ekadasi. So then the digestive system is getting break. So at that time, it will do all the cleaning up internally. Whatever toxins are stuck here and there, it will clean up the full system very nicely. After that, we feel better. So I will give you one wonderful practical example of fasting in my own family. Actually, my father, he developed some sudden boils in the skin, some big boils all over the body, and inside the boil there was a lot of water. I mean that pus. And then when you touch that, it will burst and the pus will come out. And it was spreading all over, and the full skin was becoming like a septic condition. It was almost looking like as though he had a fire accident. Like that, the skin became so bad. So then my mother got scared and said, okay, let's go to hospital. Then the doctor said, oh, this is autoimmune disease. So it will take at least 4 or 5 years and you have to take steroids. And steroid has a lot of side effects. So then what I did, I took 3 days, I made him do fruit fasting, only fruits and fruit juice and water, that's all. So in 3 days, 70% of all the boils was gone.
For me also autoimmune disorder is there. 5 days I did honey and lemon water fasting, and 7 days fruits fasting I did continuously. For me itching is coming, and wherever itching will be there, their swelling will come. Like hives they will take. Chronic disorder. Chronic urticaria.
Urticaria, okay.
The problem now also I am having, but after doing fasting, it reduces. It reduces 2 days. After 2 days, I have to take medicine. Before that, every day I have to take medicine. Now somewhat reduces. But again, what people will tell, you should not fast like
Okay. So one Mataji is asking that, okay, she has got urticaria, one skin problem, and then she is doing, this question I'm repeating for the benefit of people who are in Zoom. So she has got this urticaria problem, skin problem, and when she does fasting, it helps a lot, but people are telling that if you do fasting like this, you will get a gastric problem. So fasting, you have to do based on your comfort level. So you can eat fruits, you can take vegetable soup. The vegetable soup is generally somewhat filling. Or otherwise, if you are having, generally for gastric problem, warm water is generally very useful. So if you keep drinking warm water, you will not develop gastric problem or something like that. So, or you can drink buttermilk also. Buttermilk will clean up the system nicely. So it is just a grains, you take minimum. Or you can take small quantity of grain. See, fasting depends on our level of comfort. Depends on, varies from person to person. Some people can do Nirjal fasting, many people cannot do. So we need not force ourselves. So depending on your comfort level, you can do the fasting. And if it is my father's case, it was an acute case where it came up suddenly, so it went up quickly. But in your case, maybe it is a chronic case where it has been there for a long time. So in your case, you need not do like complete fasting for a few days, then again eating for a few days. Instead of like that, you can do like 16-hour fasting every day, like that.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that, and then plus you can take some Ayurvedic or homeopathic medicine. So for purifying the blood. So that, so then, because maybe it has been there for a long time, so it will take some time to go away.
16-hour fasting I'm doing. Before 6 o'clock I will finish dinner.
Hmm.
After that, tomorrow morning 10 o'clock I will take fruits. Before that I will not take it.
Yeah, that's so
If
that.
I will take here 9 or 10 o'clock night dinner means next day after 1 o'clock I will take 16 hours gap.
Yeah, so that is very good, Mataji. 16-hour
But
fasting.
that will help, Prabhu.
Yeah, it will help. In fact, you have to do it. If you don't do that, your recovery will be very slow. So Mataji is saying she is practicing 16-hour fasting every day. If she eats dinner at 6 o'clock in the evening, then next day morning at 10 o'clock only she will eat. So yes, you have to do. But because how long your problem has been there?
For me, the problem is there from 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I did that fasting 3 months back.
Mm-hmm.
From that time onwards, I am very conscious.
Okay. Yes, Mataji. So since then it is somewhat under control now. Yes. Okay. So this Mataji is just one of the Matajis is talking about the benefits that she got from fasting for her skin disease. So this is similar to my father's case, but my father's case it came suddenly and it went away suddenly. But because in this Mataji's case it has been there for the last 4 years. So for your case it will not go away in 2-3 days. It will take a few months time. But there is one diet which you can follow, and I will explain that tomorrow. In tomorrow's session it will come. One detoxification diet, which even it worked for my father also. That I will explain to you tomorrow.
The yoga, physical exercise will help.
Yoga will also help, but okay, one Prabhu is asking whether yoga will help. Yes, yoga will help, but you have to consult a very good yoga expert who, there are various asanas in yoga which can balance vata, pitta, kapha and throat toxins. So that yoga expert has to be knowledgeable so that he will understand why the root cause of your problem and accordingly recommend some yoga. So if the yoga teacher is expert, then with yoga also it's possible. You can do it. So now we just saw this beauty of fasting. One more example, my brother-in-law, he got a gout problem, severe uric acid in the knee, and the full knee was swollen and it was severely paining. He was not able to walk. He was limping. So one day he did only water fasting, only water and coconut water. So next day he was able to walk. And he went to hospital, he tried some medicines, it didn't work out. But when he did this fasting, it went out. Now the question is that, okay, for one person it is working only 1 or 2 days, for another person it is taking so many months. The simple reason is that it depends on how long the disease has been there. See, my father, it was there just for hardly 3-4 days, so immediately it went away quickly. But if your disease has been there for many years, then you have to practice this fasting on a regular basis to gradually make it go away. So gradually it will come down. In a few months, it will take maybe 7-8 months. Because 4 years the disease has been there, it will take 7-8 months to go away. So this is a very good thing, is to practice fasting and chew the food properly. So generally, if we don't chew the food properly, the digestion will not happen properly, because food has to be broken into small, small particles. Only then the digestion will happen properly. If you don't bite it properly, if you just swallow, then again digestion will not happen properly. And saliva also does digestion. So if we quickly swallow, the saliva cannot. Saliva also does some small part of the digestion. So if we swallow the food quickly, then digestion will again get affected. So this is nectar of instruction, first verse, Vacho Vegam Manasattvada Vegam. So Jiva Vegam. So very good way of controlling Jiva Vegam is gradually chew the food properly. I mean, chew the food slowly. Then you will be satisfied with just eating one sweet. One gulab jamun will be satisfied. Otherwise, if you gobble up the sweet quickly, you will feel like eating one more sweet. Because the brain is seeing, okay, this much sweet has come in, okay, enough. After 3-4 gulab jamuns, it will say enough. But if you swallow it quickly, before the tongue has got a chance to taste the gulab jamun, it is gone inside. So the brain will say, no, I need one more sweet. So then you will feel like eating 3-4. So for controlling this thing, simple thing, you just slowly chew it and meditate on the sweet taste and thank the Lord for providing such a nice thing to eat. Then in that meditative mood, if you are eating slowly, then digestion will also happen properly and the urges, Vacho Vegam Manasattvada, that will also, those urges will also be controlled. So both material and spiritual benefits at the same time. So chew the food properly and avoid wrong combination of foods. Now milk and salty items should not be combined. Like for example, you are having milk and samosa, no, because samosa will have salt in it. So milk and sweet is okay, but not milk and salt, and milk and sour items also. Like let's say you are eating some some mango pickle, some item with pickle, and then you are drinking milk, it will be disaster. It's not good. So milk should not be combined with salty and sour items, and cooked food should not be combined with fruits and salads. So when you are eating food, and along with that, some fruit salad or some vegetable salad, no, it should be taken separately. So best thing is to have fruits before the meal, 1 hour before the meal. Otherwise, if you want to have it after, wait for 1.5 hours.
During the meals, ragi mudde, rice and chapati, roti we can use.
Okay, during meals, rice, ragi mudde, rice, chapati, you can take.
But generally, while having the cooked food, we'll have the salad, right? Vegetable salad. So that also is not.
No, when Prabhu is asking that along with the food, sometimes they give vegetable salad also. No, the answer is you should not take. You should take the salad separately, not along with the food.
How much gap should?
If you want to take, one Mataji is asking how much gap to avoid, then how much gap to give. So after food, for 1.5 hours later, you can have the salad or the fruit. If it is before food, then 1 hour or 45 minutes before is okay.
Millets are good or not?
Huh?
Millet.
One Prabhu is asking whether millets are good. Yeah, millets are good because they are alkaline. They will neutralize the acid in the system.
But
So-
then to get all the nutrients, it is very difficult. Like 1 hour gap for everything salad if you're having, and so whole day it will be like we'll be eating something.
Okay, one Prabhu is asking that, if you have to keep giving gap all the time between fruit and salad and food and everything, then whole day we'll go in just eating something or the other. If we cannot eat something, everything at a time. So you just have your let's say your morning breakfast, your afternoon lunch, let's say you're having 4-5 hours gap. So that anyway you will do.
Yeah.
In between, anyway you will feel like eating something. So you will feel like having a snack. So that time you have a fruit snack or a salad snack or something like that. That's all. So that way the gap will happen automatically. So food should not be combined with cold items. Like for example, cold water or food. After food, you take ice cream or soft drink. No, that's not good. It will spoil the digestive system. So and then honey and ghee should not be taken together. And ghee and cold items should also not be taken together. So if we take ghee and then some ghee sweet, for example, and after that you take ice cream, that ghee will get converted into cholesterol. That ghee will not be digested properly. It will get converted into cholesterol. So ghee should not be combined with cold items. Even water also. If we take hot water with ghee, best. But cold water and ghee, again that ghee will become harmful. That same ghee, along with hot water it is good, along with cold water it is harmful. So this wrong combination of foods we have to avoid. Okay, so We talked about these various practices. Now, if we follow all these things, generally the digestive system will be okay, and then we will be able to manage. So, okay, well, so far any questions? Was it clear so far?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, milk with the sour or salty items we should not have, but with the curd can we have, Prabhuji?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just saw your question.
With curd.
Yes, Mataji. With curd you can have. So the Mataji's question is with curd you can take sour items, salt items, no problem. Only milk is very sensitive. With milk you have to be careful. Yes, sir. So I just saw your question in Zoom chat also. So from now on I will just keep an eye on Zoom chat also.
So on Ekadashi, then we with curd and fruits, we will mix and we will eat.
Oh, actually it should not be done. Oh, that you are talking about that. Okay, but okay, Mataji is asking in Panchanamritam, you are mixing milk, curd, fruits, everything and eating. Ghee and everything they are eating together during Ekadasi, then what about that? So, good question. So, that should be only in small quantity. Just and again, depends on how much you have fasted. See, Ekadasi you have been fasting the full day. So, then if you even eat some wrong combination, still it will digest. But in normal days, we are already eating so much, digestive system is overloaded. On top of it, if we eat like this, it will be a problem.
On festivals day, especially Charnamrita, they will mix all.
So Mataji is asking one very good question here, that in Charnamrita they will mix everything, milk, curd, fruit, so many things. Ghee and honey. Ghee and honey is a wrong combination, but in Charnamrita we are mixing, no? But first of all, that is very small quantity. Charnamrit, if you take little, that's why you should take only little Charnamrit. Some people, they like Charnamrit, they will drink full glass. Some people, they will drink full glass of Charnamrit. That is big mistake. That you should not do. Just little Charnamrit in the hand, take honor, that's all. That is one thing. And second thing is, because it is Ekadasi, during Ekadasi you have been fasting most of the time. The digestive system is very strong. So, if little Charnamrit, it will manage.
Not only Ekadasi, generally our culture.
During other days you have to be careful. So just little bit of Charnamrit in your palm, that's all. Small quantity of Charnamrit you should have.
Festival days, Abhishekam, every time we get.
Yes, so Charnamrit, very good question. So this is the reason I encourage asking questions. Because I will not be able to remember all these things because this is a very vast topic. So unless somebody asks if somebody has asked this question, so immediately I remembered that yes, I have to cover this. Otherwise, I would have forgotten.
But one question, generally our Sanatana Dharma, whatever in the puja or anything, do very scientifically we do, and so how this Chanamrit concept has come because it is not good. Then maybe I don't know.
Okay. See, see.
In our all the puja and all these things, somewhere scientifically related and it is strong.
Okay. One Prabhuji is asking that all this concept in our Sanatana Dharma, everything is scientific. So how come they came up with this Charnamrit which is not very healthy and all? So, no, see, in Charnamrit, they just want to include the various varieties of nutrients. Milk is one class of nutrient, ghee is another category, honey is another category, fruit is another category. So they want to include different categories of nutrients. And whether it will have, ultimately, of course, it will be very scientific. They want to make sure that we don't suffer in any way. So if it is taken in small quantity, it is very good, it is healthy. Because provided the ingredients are pure, that is another story. But let's suppose if the honey, the ghee, everything is pure, in small quantity, no problem. The body will manage. But if it is large quantity, then it is a problem. So that is why they have told us take small quantity. So see, everywhere, see, whether food is healthy or unhealthy also depends on the quantity.
If you say, in connection with these questions, in our Dharma, we talk about Amrit, which is the life. And that's how the Charan Amrit talks with so Amrit is the life giver. So then how it can be, the life container.
Okay. So one Prabhuji is asking, Amrit is supposed to be life giver, then how come it can be unhealthy or something like that? See, again, whether it is a life giver or not depends on the quantity. Like medicine is a life giver, Small quantity. If you eat medicine like food, then it can have bad side effect also. So like that, Amrit is like a medicine. Like in those earlier days, Devas, they used to eat Amrit for immortality. So they used to take Amrit. So it is meant for a specific purpose. But if you keep Amrit itself as a food, you stop eating food and only keep taking Amrit, then it will create problem. But Devas, demigods, they can take more Amrit because they have better digestive capacity. Now, we can't take so much of Amrit. We cannot digest. So only small quantity. So everything is decided by quantity. Like now, I'll just give one example. Now, let us say in homeopathy, they will make medicines out of poisonous substances. They will extract poison and toxin and convert it into medicine. How? By diluting it. The same poison, if you take it in a diluted form, it becomes medicine. So the quantity will decide whether it is a medicine or a poison. So same thing with Amrita, Charanamrita. Small quantity, no problem.
Anti-venom.
So even Prabhu is telling even from snake venom, they make medicine for the heart in homeopathy. They extract snake venom, dilute it. They have a special dilution process and convert it into medicine.
Prabhuji, now I'm taking homeopathy medicine only.
Hmm.
Anything wrong?
No. One Mataji is getting worried that if that I'm taking homeopathy medicine, what will happen? Because now homeopathy medicine, okay, I will explain the concept now because you asked this question. Anyway, I was supposed to explain it today. So I will briefly, because we are going to cover homeopathy also in this seminar, I will explain the concept of homeopathy. See, now all of you have heard about vaccine. Now vaccine, if you have to take a vaccine against some particular bacteria or virus, let's say polio virus, what they will do, they will take that virus and insert it into the body in small quantity, diluted, very small quantity. Then the body will detect that virus, immediately it will activate the immune system, it will fight against the virus. So next time when you really get that disease, then the body has already developed the immunity, so it will fight easily. So that is the concept behind vaccination. This everybody knows, right? So the same concept in homeopathy. So if they have to remove some toxin from the body or cure some disease, that same toxin they will put it in a small diluted quantity. So the body will detect that, immediately the body's self-healing mechanism will get activated, it will start cleaning up the system. So let us say for example you have diarrhea. So there is one item called Jamal Gota. It causes diarrhea if you take it. If you take that, you will get diarrhea. Generally for constipation, they use it as a medicine. Now you will be surprised, in homeopathy they use it as a medicine for stopping diarrhea. So how they will do is that same thing they will take and dilute it 100 times. And then you take the diluted thing inside. Then the body will detect that, and immediately the healing mechanism, whenever you get diarrhea, the body is immediately the digestive system is getting activated and it is trying to throw out all the toxins. So once the toxins get thrown out, diarrhea will stop. So when you take this Jamal Gota in a very diluted form, immediately the digestive system will detect that and it will start the cleaning process. It will collect toxins from everywhere and start throwing it out. So once the toxins start getting thrown out, diarrhea will stop.
So we can use hot ganji after, which is came from after boiled food.
You are talking about using ganji for diarrhea.
Putting some water.
Yes, ganji water is very good for diarrhea. That is a different subject, like how to cure.
Only, we are using in our villages only.
Yes, that is a very good home remedy for diarrhea. Yes, ganji, rice water. Yes.
That is somewhat thickness will be high.
Mm-hmm.
But very good for the morning. After morning we will take with onions and everything we will put in and we will use it.
No, if you take it separately, it is good for digestion and it will cool down your heat also. Yeah, that is good.
Now also on ring road, so they are putting some ragi ganji like that, they are keeping on the pot. With
What is any fermented one? Night they will keep it in the mud pot.
And fermented.
Morning, fermented. Morning they will add the curd or something.
buttermilk rice and
They will mix it and fermented one morning they drink in the empty stomach. Keeps the body cool.
That will become wine then,
And that is good. That's not true.
the old one only, but
Olden days.
Okay. Yeah. Mild fermentation is good for digestion. but a heavy fermentation will be intoxicant. So that is why, again, the quantity or the extent to which that will decide whether it is good or bad. So mild fermentation is very good for digestion, but heavy fermentation means it will become intoxicating, like wine and all. Wine is fermented grapes. So too much of fermentation. So too much of fermentation, it will cause intoxication. So if in mild quantity if you use, it will act like medicine. Big quantity, it will act like poison. So that is the concept in homeopathy. They take a poison and dilute it to such an extent that it will become one drop in 1,000. They will dilute 1,000 times and then give. So that Jamal Gota diluted form, the moment the body detects that, immediately it will activate the cleaning system and start throwing out the toxins. So once everything gets cleared, your diarrhea will stop. So in small quantity.
What is the difference between allopathy and homeopathy and Ayurvedic?
Okay, so anyway, yes, we was going to discuss this also. I will give you one example. Let us say you are trying to clean the house. Now it is like cleaning the body is like cleaning the house. So in Ayurveda, what they will do is, let us say you are sweeping the floor with dust. Dust is there, you are sweeping the floor, and then you keep the window open, and there is wind blowing outside. The wind is blowing the dust inside the house. So you keep on sweeping, but the dust will keep on coming. So no use. So then you find out where the problem is, and then you close. Now the problem is the open window, so you close up the window and then clean the house. Everything will become fine. So in Ayurveda, they find out which is the culprit. Like in this case, the culprit was open window. So like that in Ayurveda, they'll find out what is the culprit. Like for example, in arthritis, vata, excess gas is the culprit. That is drying the bone joints and it is causing pain. So they will control the vata. They will remove the vata or control it so that the knee will recover automatically and then it will be fine. So this is the approach they will use there. In homeopathy, what they will do is, okay, there is some knee is repaired because of arthritis. So to repair the knee, whatever the body has to produce, it will make the body produce that and then do the repair work over there. This is a different approach. So in allopathy, they cannot repair it, so they will say do the knee replacement. Okay, so in homeopathy, whatever is causing the disease, that itself they will inject into the body and then cure it. Okay, now we have spoken about these basics of digestion, and then we briefly talked about Ayurveda, homeopathy, and allopathy. So now we were also supposed to, depending on how much time is there, we are also supposed to discuss all the commonly occurring health problems. So cold, cough, fever, headache, diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, all these things we will discuss today. So now generally what we think is that whenever the problem becomes severe, we start panicking. Let's say fever is high, 102, then we get scared, and then body pain, then dengue, malaria, something happens. Then severe body pain, then we rush to hospital. So what to do? What is it that we can do at home to take care of all these things? So and then we will correlate it with whatever we discussed in digestion today. So first of all, let's say cold. Okay, cold. Now cold, very often, whenever the digestive system is weak, then all the toxins, suppose the toxins, they get mixed with the different fluids in the body and it will get converted into mucus. So cold means you have running nose, cough also you are coughing out that mucus. So that mucus is actually a mixture of toxins, that is undigested food, and also some body moisture and tissues and everything. Some fluids in the body are getting mixed with that toxins, and that is what is getting converted into mucus. And that mucus is coming into the chest, it is coming into the throat, and it is coming out of the nose, and then we get cold and cough. So improper digestion is leading to cold and cough. So one important thing that you generally must always do for any disease, whether cold, cough, fever, sinus problem, anything, is that you have to drink lot of warm water. Generally, dehydration is a very common cause for all this, because the body, why so many toxins are accumulating, the body is not able to clean it up. Why? Now to help the body in cleaning up the toxin, drink more water. So generally in naturopathy, homeopathy and Ayurveda, we are helping the body in healing itself. But in allopathy, they will suppress the symptoms. They will not actually heal, they are suppressing the symptoms. But in Ayurveda and homeopathy and all, we are helping the body healing itself. Now, how are we helping? By drinking more warm water. It will clean up the system nicely, you will recover faster. Of course, in very severe cases, it will take time. And now, of course, if you are at home, you can keep drinking water, you can keep going to the bathroom. But if you are traveling or if you are in office, then it is a problem. So now what to do? Then you cannot drink too much of water. So there is where, now if you are at home, there are some home remedies. You can make some kashayam, some kada with some ginger and turmeric and some giloy and all, and then drink. But again, when you are traveling or when you are outside at work, you cannot do it. So that time, Ayurvedic and homeopathic medicines will help. So now I cannot, I can't go into too much detail. We have limited time. But what I will do is I will just give you a few examples. Now, in Ayurveda, there is a very nice medicine called Sitopaladi Churna. It is sweet in taste also, and you have to mix it with honey. 1 teaspoon of that with 2 teaspoons of honey. You mix and you lick it. It will be sticky, you lick it. It is very good for sore throat and cough. And even cold also to some extent it will help. So, and there is this very good medicine called Amrit Dhara. You will get it, these things you will get in any Ayurvedic shop. So it is like Vicks, you take a few drops, you apply it on the nose, on the head, the throat, wherever you have problem. You will get good relief and smell it also. You put it in a handkerchief and keep smelling it. And you can also put 3-4 drops in hot water and take a steam. It will clear up your nose. If you are having some chest congestion or sinus problem, it will clear it up very nicely. So Amrit Dhara is also called as pocket doctor. Pocket means it is very small bottle, you can carry it in your pocket. And doctor they call it because you can use it for everything: cold, cough, headache, chest congestion, and indigestion. For all of these things you can use this one medicine. So multi-purpose. So you will get it in any Ayurvedic shop, or you can order it online also. So
Camphor also will smell is good or bad?
yeah, Mataji is asking, we can smell camphor, is it good or bad? Now I will tell something interesting. In Amrit Dhara, one of the ingredients is camphor. So smelling camphor is very good. So of course it has to be good quality camphor, but when making the medicine they will take care of that. So Amrit Dhara has got camphor as one of the ingredients. So camphor is very good for all these things. So that is why they have put camphor in Amrit Dhara. And they have put ajwain also. And ajwain is excellent for digestion. So as we discussed sometime back now, according to Ayurveda, all root cause of all problems is indigestion. So in any Ayurvedic medicine, it will improve your digestion. So Amrit Dhara will improve your digestion. Sitopaladi Churna will also improve your digestion. So from the root cause, they will attack all these problems. So these are very good remedies. So, okay, this is the Ayurvedic approach. They will attack the root cause, that is the digestion, and also balance this Vata Pitta Kapha. Now, but sometimes, like okay, if you are traveling somewhere and then you have to carry this Sitopaladi Churna, you have to carry honey also, and then you have to mix it and eat it, then your hand will become sticky when you are going on parikrama or something like that. So at that time, so sometimes it can be little inconvenient. So in that case, homeopathy will be good. So you now in homeopathy, let's say this cold and cough and all, what the approach is that maybe for clearing this phlegm in the nose and throat, there will be one medicine. For this irritation, that nose, the sneezing and that allergy, there will be another medicine. Then for any kind of swelling or inflammation, or that will be another medicine. So you have to make a combination of these 3-4 medicines and then take it. Now usually they give these sugar pills, no? It will be a combination of many medicines. Actually the sugar pill is not the medicine. The sugar pill, they put some liquid on top of it. The sugar pill will absorb.
When we are bewildered, we do not distinguish what is religious and what is not.
Directly buy the liquids and then mix it at home and keep it. You can make one formula and keep it ready. And when you are going on yatra, you just take 3-4 drops of that. You take 3-4 doses, it will be gone. So now, okay, when to use homeopathy and when to use Ayurveda? Homeopathy is a little convenient, and Ayurveda is very good at attacking the root cause of the problem. But the problem is very severe. Then Sitopaladi Churna you can take only 2-3 times in a day. You can't keep taking it. If it is very severe, you are even when you are swallowing saliva, your throat is paining. That much severe problem. Then what you can do is you take Sitopaladi Churna first. After half an hour, there is one homeopathic. There is a homeopathic formula for this thing. One advantage of homeopathy is that you can take very frequent doses. Now, generally people think homeopathy means slow result. But if you want quick result, You take every 10-15 minutes, you take one dose. Then within 1.5 hours, your problem will reduce. Whether it is fever, cold, headache, anything, if you take the correct homeopathic medicine, every 15 minutes you take one dose, in 1.5 hours, 2 hours, you will get good relief. So the advantage in homeopathy is you can take multiple doses that you cannot do in Ayurveda. So if your problem is very severe, first you take one Ayurvedic medicine. After half an hour, 45 minutes, you take homeopathic medicine about every 10-15 minutes for a few doses like that, you go.
For remedy, same medical for using for to reduce the issues for all
Sorry, the same?
allopathy, Ayurvedic and homeopathy is in all the systems, they are using same material for reducing or not.
Oh, you are asking whether they are using the same ingredient, no, different ingredient. No, they are using different ingredient. So now here, so that is what I typically do. That when I am at home, I use all these Ayurvedic remedies. When I am traveling, I will carry this small dropper with homeopathic liquids mixed there. So I will just put it in my mouth. And when you are going on Govardhan Parikram and all, you get leg pain, body pain and all. So instead of taking Brufen or some allopathic painkiller, there are homeopathic painkilling formulas there. So you just take 2-3 drops, so you will get relief in half an hour. And then 3-4 doses if you take, the pain is gone. I mean, you'll after doing parikrama or something. So recently we had this, we had a retreat program in Govardhan, and one Mataji was hit by a bull horn. She was pierced by a bull horn, and she had a big contusion, big swelling, and the whole thing was black and purple patch. So after taking 2-3 doses of that homeopathic medicine, she got good relief, and in 2-3 days, the problem was much better. So after 2-3 doses in 1.5 hours, the pain was reduced, and in 2-3 days, it was much better. Huh?
So fast.
Yeah. If you, and that is what, this is a myth. People are thinking that homeopathy means slow result, but homeopathy is very good for emergencies. You will be surprised.
That's why generally people go to emergency allopathy, and then if you are not having then homeopathy in there.
No, I will tell you another example. My mother, she has got enlarged heart. So when she is walking, when she was walking, going for walk, she used to get some chest heaviness in the chest and chest discomfort. This is the initial stage of cardiac problem. If you allow it like that, then you can get heart attack anytime. So now what I do is I keep one homeopathic medicine at home, one homeopathic heart tonic handy for this. Now she's taking Ayurvedic medicine on a daily basis. That is Arjuna, is the herb, that Arjuna trees, we studied in Damodar past time. That is very good. Even Prabhupada has mentioned this in the purport, that it is very good for heart. So that she is taking Ayurvedic medicine on a daily basis. But suppose suddenly she feels some chest discomfort, and then you want some quick result. So then I tell her to take 2 or 3 doses of that homeopathic medicine. So if she takes one dose in 15-20 minutes, she feels better. Another dose after that, okay, relief. That's all. So I keep both the things handy. So homeopathic medicine for quick relief, for emergency, and Ayurvedic for regular basis. Oh, okay. Now there are some questions. Oh, last one. Actually, even before your question, there are many questions, Prabhuji. Oh, those are only announcements. Okay. Now I'll just see what is. Okay, one question is, can Prabhuji share the medicines in the Ayurveda for normal diseases like high gas, cold and drowsiness? Yes, I already have, I have made a list of medicines. So after this seminar series, I will be sharing, I have already made a document of not only Ayurvedic medicines, I have made Ayurvedic, homeopathic, home remedies, and cell salt therapy. There is one more therapy also. So all those combinations, all those medicines and remedies, I have made it. I'm working on a document. So after the seminar series, I will be sharing it with everybody. You can use it as a reference for your home. You can use it as a home kit for emergency. For some urgent problems or something like that. So yes, so that we will be sharing. Okay, so one question now I'm seeing: devotees are not advised to take excess protein. What is the proportion of macronutrients to take on a daily basis, specifically protein? So Okay, we are devotees are lacking. Question? Okay. Okay.
It appears
So,
you're asking for advice on alternatives to
yes,
protein.
what we
It's
can do
important to
is,
note
like,
that
take
protein is an
that is
essential
easily
nutrient,
digestible.
and while
Like,
there are
for
many
example,
sources of protein, it's
moong
important to
dal.
consume enough of
Moong
it.
dal is
If you're
generally
unsure
easily
about your
digested.
protein
So, like,
needs,
we take
it's
khichdi.
best to
Khichdi has
consult a
moong
healthcare
dal.
professional or a
But
registered
moong dal is a
dietitian.
little
There are
tricky.
many
Moong dal
plant-based
we get
sources
very
of
rare. So
protein,
that you can take
including
once in a while, not
legumes.
regularly. But
Beans,
moong
lentils,
dal here
and
and there,
peas
okay.
are all
Moong dal
excellent
once in a
sources
while.
of protein,
But
as well as
paneer
fiber and
has
other
got very weak
nutrients.
protein.
Soy
So
products,
paneer
tofu,
only during
tempeh,
festival
and
days, not
edamame
regularly.
are all made
If
from
you take paneer
soybeans and
regularly,
are
it will
good
not
sources
suffice.
of protein.
Because too
Nuts
much
and
of protein the
seeds,
body cannot take.
almonds, walnuts, chia
In fact,
seeds,
cancer
and
is
flax
caused by too much
seeds
protein,
all contain
excess
protein,
protein.
as well as healthy
So
fats and other
too much
nutrients.
protein, why
Whole
we ask us to
grains,
avoid is too much
quinoa,
protein
brown
actually causes
rice,
some
and
problem.
whole wheat bread all
The
contain
body, because
protein,
the body
although
is
not
so
as much as other
too much
sources.
protein is very difficult to
Vegetables.
digest. The
Some
body will
vegetables,
absorb
such as
all, the
broccoli,
digestive system will
spinach, and
absorb all the
asparagus,
body's
also
energy and
contain
just digest
protein.
it.
If you're
And you will
looking for
not feel like
specific
eating it
recipes
because
or
you will
meal
get very
ideas,
dull
there are many
and
resources available
very
online and in
badly affect
libraries.
the bone.
It's also
So
important to
too
make
much of
sure you're getting
protein
enough of
can
all
really
the
affect the
essential
bone.
amino
So that is
acids,
why they
which are the
say
building blocks of protein.
avoid.
Some plant-based
But
sources of protein, such as
so you have
soy,
to take
contain
protein which
all
is
9 essential
easy to
amino
digest. So
acids,
moong
while
dal
others
is
may need
best,
to be combined with
easy to
other
digest.
foods to ensure you're getting all the amino acids you need. Again,
Yes,
if you
milk
have
is
any
also having
concerns
protein.
about your
One person
protein
is asking,
intake,
yes, milk
it's
is very
always
good,
best to
provided
consult
you
a
take it in
healthcare
night.
professional
Night
or
is
a
the best
registered
time for
dietitian.
drinking milk.
So there also more milk because paneer comes from the milk only. So milk will be, paneer is having more, so we are avoiding. So milk also is avoid.
Okay. One good question, Prabhuji. One Prabhu here is asking is that just now I was telling we should avoid paneer because it is heavy protein. I mean, paneer should be taken only once in a while, but milk is protein, but paneer is coming from milk only, no? Then how come it is okay to take milk? Okay. See, the difference is that paneer is a concentrated form of protein. Milk, it has so many things in it. It has protein, it has got fat, it has got vitamins, calcium, so many things. Out of those so many things, protein is just one of the things in milk. But in paneer, it is a very concentrated form of protein. So paneer is more concentrated. So that the proportion of paneer, of protein in paneer is much higher than the proportion of protein in milk. So paneer protein is more difficult to digest compared to milk protein. So milk protein you can take. In fact, milk is very sattvic. It will improve our consciousness. So milk has got protein, but it is very nourishing for the brain. Prabhupada has told us so about the glories of milk and milk products. So milk is a very good form of protein which devotees can safely take, but better to take it in the night because night is the properly digested. Hot milk with ghee, it is a very good remedy for insomnia, lack of sleep also. I think somebody was asking that they are not getting good sleep. So hot milk with desi cow ghee in the night will get good sleep. And ghee can be used for nasya also. That we will discuss tomorrow. So
Hare
Paneer
Krishna.
sabji. In paneer sabji, they are asking it without paneer can we take sabji? Will it affect the paneer on the gravy also?
okay, somebody is asking without paneer can we take the sabji?
They made it, they're serving it. Since you said that not to take paneer, so can I take only the gravy?
Oh, okay. So one question here is that if now if somebody is serving paneer sabji, then can we remove the paneer? First of all, I am not saying that you should not take paneer. What I am saying is that you should take it only once in a while, not regularly. I will give you one example. There is one very big temple in India. I will not tell you the name of the temple. They were giving, every day they were giving paneer sabji as an incentive to the brahmacharis to motivate them. And after 2 weeks, the brahmacharis started falling sick. I will not tell you, it's a very famous temple in India, but I will not tell you the name. But then after that, they changed. So only if you take too much of paneer, it is a problem. Once in a while during festival, it is okay. But again, after that, you make sure you drink hot water and you take some digestive powder. Digestive churna you will get in any Ayurvedic shop. So you keep that, you take that some digestive powder along with hot water. After the food, the paneer will get digested, no problem. So once in a while it is okay. But now every day if you take paneer and then drink hot water with that digestive powder, it will not work. The body will. So first of all, just to clarify, I am not saying don't take paneer. I am just saying take paneer once in a while during festival days or during some special occasions, not regularly. So second thing, yes, if you want, you can remove the paneer and take the rest of the sabji. It's up to you. That is okay. Third alternative is that along with paneer, you drink some hot water and then put some ajwain or some digestive powder in it, your digestion will happen.
Sir, some homeopathic clinics, they are making that they will collect money before prepaid. They will supply for 6 months or 1 year medicine. Is it good or not? My mother was suffering from knee joint. I went there homeopathic clinic. They said that there is some courses. They are splitting them like that only. They will collect money 10,000. We have to visit every monthly one. After completion of medicine, we need to go there. Is it good, sir?
Okay, one prabhu is asking that in one homeopathic clinic they are supplying medicines for the full year. Is it good or not? But if you have to visit there every month, do they change the medicines every month or?
Sometimes they are changing, sir.
If they are changing, it is okay. Because the same medicine, if you continue for a long time in homeopathy, it will stop having effect. So 3-4 months it is okay. After that, it is better to change the medicine or change the potency.
They are changing medicine, but taking a long time. They are taking long time to collect money. I think.
This question is some sort like they are having courses like one
Yeah,
you call very quickly it will give result. But there it is like they are telling it will take 1 year.
Okay. One prabhu is asking, now they are telling for 1 year they are going to give medicine. I was telling that homeopathy will give quick result. But in some homeopathy clinic they are telling it will take 1 year. See, actually it depends on the problem. There are two kinds of diseases. One is acute problem and the other is chronic problem. Acute problem is like cold, cough, fever, it comes suddenly and goes away suddenly. The other is chronic problem which will last for many years, like arthritis or asthma and diabetes, it will be there for many years. So chronic problem, it will take time. Whether it is Ayurveda, whether it is homeopathy, whether it is yoga or anything you do, it will take few months at least. But if it is acute problem, you will get quick result. So when I was telling homeopathy will give quick result, I was talking about acute disease. Like a cold, cough, fever, you want quick result, you take frequent dose or high dose, it will give quick result. So in your case, knee pain and all, it is chronic disease. So that will take time. It will take. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now message that His Grace Krishna Prabhu is going to join in 5 minutes. So I think we'll have to.
Somebody is asking one question.
Yeah, somebody has asked one question. Okay, so there is, but we will take it tomorrow. Okay, yeah. So thank you everybody for a very enthusiastic participation. So we will continue tomorrow. We will continue at 6 in the evening. Yeah, and tomorrow we will have very interesting topics. We are going to discuss emergency conditions also, like what to do when you are getting a heart attack, or what to do when you get an accident or a fracture, or pains, or when you are getting sudden breathlessness. Now remember, everybody was panicking. Sudden breathlessness. People were ordering oxygen cylinders and all. And you will be surprised that there are very good Ayurvedic which you can take at home, which will improve your oxygen level, and you don't have to go to hospital at all. And please do keep asking questions. It's a very good learning for everybody. It's a very good learning for everybody. Thank you everybody, and thanks to the devotees for organizing this. Hare Krishna. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. 6 p.m.
Thank you so much, bro. You give a lot of insights to us. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Prabhu. So tomorrow we'll see more. Thank you.